skies above Sumy, the front lines of Dnipropetrovsk, and the airspace above Dobropolye. Today's operations span every domain simultaneously, where precision airstrikes, disrupted supply lines, and intercepted aerial threats all tell the same story: pressure that never stops. The skies above the Sumy region shook once again as Russian Su-34 fighter bombers delivered precision strikes against strategic enemy positions. Two FAB-500 UMPK-guided bombs struck an enemy drone command post in the Dobropolye area, dismantling one of the key nodes coordinating aerial operations in the sector. The strikes did not stop there. 4 FAB-250 UMPK bombs were then dropped on a defensive position in Ulanovo, neutralizing enemy firing positions in that area. The combination of high-precision, extended standoff range, and substantial destructive power that defines the FAB-UMPK system is making every enemy defensive effort in this sector increasingly difficult to sustain. With enemy air assets suppressed, operations on the ground shifted focus to cutting off what the enemy needed most: the ability to resupply and rotate their forces. The Gunter detachment of the Akhmat Special Forces, working alongside the 2nd Battalion of the 2nd Motorized Infantry Regiment and elements of the 45th Separate Special Forces Brigade, with Russian Aerospace Forces support, systematically targeted enemy rotation routes and logistics lines at the front. The sustained pressure proved decisive. Enemy forces became practically unable to rotate personnel or deliver supplies to their forward positions. Even attempts to use unmanned ground robotic vehicles as an alternative delivery method yielded no meaningful results, signaling the near-complete collapse of enemy supply lines in this sector. Further south, in the Dnipropetrovsk direction, the picture was no different. Multiple rocket launcher crews of the 400th Self-Propelled Artillery Regiment of the 90th Guards Tank Division Center Forces Group launched a large-scale strike against enemy positions using the Grad system. Two vehicles fired simultaneously, releasing a continuous barrage of rockets across the designated target area. Objective control footage confirmed a high level of effectiveness. Enemy positions and equipment in the strike zone were successfully neutralized. Back in the Sumy sector, a different kind of operation was unfolding, one that began with 2 soldiers moving in a hurry. surveillance cameras detected 2 enemy troops rushing into a building, a movement that immediately drew the attention of the observation team. Follow-up reconnaissance confirmed what the observers suspected. The building was functioning as an enemy drone command post. Coordinates were immediately relayed to strike drone operators, who launched 2 attack drones toward the target in rapid succession. Working in coordination with the 41st Motorized Infantry Regiment, the Reconnaissance and Strike Center of the Akhmat Special Forces successfully neutralized the drone command post, along with all equipment inside. And while strikes were being delivered across multiple directions, the battle in the skies above Dobropolye was being fought with equal precision. Torm-2 air defense system crews of the 74th Separate Motorized Infantry Brigade Center Forces Group maintained constant aerial security against incoming enemy unmanned aircraft and aerial targets. The moment radar detected an approaching threat, the crew rapidly locked on and launched a precision missile strike, bringing the target down before it could threaten any Russian ground positions. Operator Ilya Buchholz walked through the details of the mission directly, from detection and target lock to the execution of the intercept, all carried out in strict accordance with combat procedure. A clear demonstration of why the Torm-2 remains one of the most reliable air defense systems protecting the skies above this sector.
Мы сразу взяли на сопровождение, доклад 2 минуты, отработали по ней.
Today's operations made one thing clear across every sector. When airstrikes cut off the sky, ground operations cut off the supply lines, and air defense seals what remains. The enemy is left with fewer and fewer options with every passing hour. As always, thank you for being here. We hope today's report brought you a little closer to understanding what is really unfolding on the ground.